last week, so I can get all that down. The last week was a great week. I personally didn't take any trades, but when I say it was a great week, I mean it truly was a great week for traders if they took advantage of it all. If they didn't, then, you know, that's on them. Like me, I didn't. So, but it was a great week to make some money. So the dollar, let's see, that was March, let's say what, 7th, March 7th. Yeah. Let me go to the 4 hour because I'm an intraday trader, guys, so I usually look at the daily and stuff. But March, yeah, so from here, let's just put a box around it so you guys can see what I'm talking about for real. This week alone. This is what happened all last week. That. And let's zoom in a little bit. So the market opened. It closed Friday, I'm sorry. Then it opened Sunday. Sunday at 6. The market opens at 6 p.m. That's when the Asian session starts, okay? For those people that don't know. But it opened at 6 and the market literally opened up and just started moving. Like, literally, by Sunday night, it dropped and kept dropping all the way up until, what, Tuesday afternoon at 12? And then it skyrocketed like crazy. Like, that was beautiful. This was beautiful. Structure was beautiful. If you weren't in it, it's okay. But honestly, AU had great moves because the dollar is moving, AU moving. Remember, the dollar is right there, USD, and AUD comes first. So whatever the dollar was doing, AU does the opposite. I want you guys to remember that. It usually does the opposite. Now, don't take sometimes it don't. It depends on news. It depends on which country's making their currency stronger or weaker now. But what I've learned is that it usually does the opposite. So AU, let's go to their Friday too. Let's say, where's Monday at for AU? Sunday, I mean. Yeah, Sunday started right here. Okay. So AU went up, as you see. It took out all this right here. Let me use a marker so you guys can really see what I'm talking about besides just my mouse. Well, I'm not going to use a marker. I'm going to use these little things. It took out that. These are all highs right here, okay? See, because it started down here. Yeah, let me get a marker. I keep trying not to get a marker, and I need a marker. Because a marker will help you guys to see what I am talking about. If I can find my tools. Oh my gosh. Let's use a brush. Hey. My son's in here, sorry guys. But it started here, okay? Okay, go wipe your nose. Excuse me, guys. We're dealing with he's a little sick right now. So it started down there, okay? And then it immediately went to this high up here. It took out this high, this high, this high, this high, and that's high, pretty much. Now it's from high, higher low. This was it didn't take out that one, so it's technically a higher low. That one's a higher low and a higher low. And this became the highest high right here. For it took out from all the way from February. It took out February's high. So yeah, it went up and came automatically back down. So this was all liquidity right here. That's what this is, and it took out liquidity. And if you didn't know, or if you went in trades and you didn't, if your stop loss was up here, it took you out your trades, and then it continued to go down. This is a bank move. This is what we call institutional trading. That's what this is. This whole thing right here. Oh, let me get another square so I can draw for you guys. But that's all institutional trading at its finest. Like, all of this institutional trading. I'm gonna change the color so you guys can understand the difference. That's institutional trading. That's bank trading. That's how they do. This is consolidation first, okay, because it was just going up and down, and then it went down, and you see this wick right here. It got there, and people probably thought, oh yeah, it's about to sell, it's about to drop. No, these wicks let you know that the price was stopping, and then it went up, took out all those right here, these stop losses, and then proceeded to go down. And that's a hell of a move. Like, that's a really, really, really great move. It truly is. I like that. I like all that about AU. I wish I would have traded, because a lot of people, if they're in, if they're trading a live account or they're trading a funded account, I know people had to pass this week, or at least pass phase one, because the market gave you opportunities to pass on a lot of pairs. And let's look at, what's this, GU. Now, GU is one of my favorite pairs. It's one of the pairs I started to learn first, honestly. I learned this pair first, where I learned another pair. And GU, let's go to the 4 hour just so we can, get a better look at it. And let's start with Sunday. Sunday, what was that date? I'm not that far back, am I? No. Yeah, I'm about to say. March, what? 8th. Okay. So GU did great. It did the same thing. It went up and came back down. The market structure is looking great. This is the best time to trade. Now, GU is still on its downtrend. This is the high over here. Let me get my marker so you guys can see it. This is the high. Lower high. Lower high. Lower high. Okay. It's showing you structure. This is a downtrend. It's showing you structure. Now, some people probably thought, oh, we thought it was gonna go up because of this right here. That's okay. I see why you thought that, because it cleared out this, but it never cleared this. If it never passed this, the structure is still a downtrend. It never changed, and that is the biggest part about looking at it. About looking at it. That's some wipes. And so just continue to watch market structure. Yeah. And that's the best thing for you to do to understand this chart. And let me see. Now, GU. Yeah, GU's in a downtrend. Now, how far down it's going? It took out that low. And it took out this low, too. So this is interesting, Because this is the lowest low we have right here. So if I was in this trade, I think this is we've already missed this trade, honestly. I wouldn't try to jump in this because it's already, that was beautiful. It went from what, 1.35 to 1.32. I think that's 3,000 pips or 300 pips. Let me see. How many pips from 1.35 to 1.32 on GBP USD? It's 300 pips, yeah. So that was 300 pips. Okay. Guys, I'm still learning how to count pips in most pairs too, so yeah. But 300 pips, with the standard lot size, you would have got $3,000. That's I'm telling you, the market was moving. That was beautiful. It was great. What's this pair? EU does the same thing as the dollar. But really, let me get off that. EU did great too. EU came. Where was Sunday for EU? Let's see. March what? Right there. So EU did all that. EU just dropped some more. It retraced a little bit and then it came back up. Came back down. I'm sorry, excuse me. Yeah, that was beautiful. On the 4 hour, that's exactly what it looks like. Yep, it retraced, came and took this out. All they did was clear liquidity. They gave themselves better pricing. That's what the bank does. They give themselves better pricing. So they cleared all that liquidity right there and then went straight back down. Now let's look a little bit further. I'm trying to go quickly through these, y'all. I'm sorry. What's this? This is gold. Yes. Now remember what I said. I said gold was gonna drop, and Swaggy C said gold was gonna go up, and he was right in a sense, but he also didn't say the full thing. Now I'm a day trader, so I drew this Fibonacci that way. And I'll show it to you guys. This is the trade I'm seeing. Truly, it is. Now I don't know. This is just my analysis from what I've learned, what I've seen, how I felt. I don't trade gold. I traded gold on a prop firm account, but I really never traded on my live account. Let's start with Sunday. I think we were, where was we at Sunday? Yeah, there. Okay. So let me just move this box over for you guys. Sunday was right there. And he was right. It did go up. Like that's good money to make on gold because gold has a lot of volatility. That was great money to make right there. Perfect from what 5009 to 5247. Let's see how many that is. 5009 to what was that? 5247. So that was 2,380 pips. Good gracious. And with a standard lot size, boy, you made some money. You made a lot of money. Yeah. Gold is like double what every other pair is. Yeah, that's great. That is great. But I still feel like gold has a lot more moving to do because I truly feel like this right here, once it hit that, that's usually my entry right there. This is a retrace. It bounced off the 71, okay? Well, it bounced off the 50 here, then bounced off the 71 and came back down. I truly feel like gold is going to go all the way back down here to the 27. Now I'm going to move this down there. That's exactly where I feel like gold is going to hit. Truly. And I'm going to try to get in it. I really am. I'm trying to find a broker to trade gold for this reason because I really believe it's going to do that. Now, this week coming up, price is definitely going to retrace. It is. It only makes sense for it to retrace to get better pricing. Now, where it's going to retrace? Right there. I'm going to show you exactly where I think it's going to retrace. It's going to hit somewhere in here. And then it's going to drop again. That's how I feel. Definitely, yeah. That's how I feel. It could go a little bit higher, but I feel like it's going to come in here. That's another entry. Then it's going to drop some more. Let me get down to the rest of these guys. UJ. UJ, I'm not going to lie to you guys. UJ has been having me very confused. Because... Okay, now it's not. I see it. That is the high up there. Let's go to it. Let me go to brush though. This right here. Okay, it took out this, so this no longer is valid. It took out them, so that's no longer valid, and it took out this, so this is no longer valid. So this is the high. The question is it gonna go all the way up there? Mind you, that high was when? Good gracious, that was 2024 in July. Yep, July 12th, 2024 was the last high. It's trying to reach that high. I don't know if it's gonna pass it, honestly. I don't know. It could surpass it, then drop. And if it does that, then it's going to do a lot of dropping because it's got all this to cover. Now, this is intraday trading, guys. I'm an intraday trader, so please, please, please don't just take my trades and be like, oh, shit was going to drop. It could take months to drop. But right now, this is a beautiful uptrend. Look at this. Higher. What is this? A higher low? No. Lower high. These are lower highs. Lower highs. It's just going up. It's just going up. Literally, it's showing you a stair. Boom, 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 boom. This is the uptrend. Market structure. Oh, I messed that one up. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. You just gotta pay attention to market structure, and you can get into any trade, honestly. I don't have no idea where UJ is going. I really don't. So please, I have no idea what's going on with UJ. I don't know where it's going, and that's the part that I really. When I don't know where it's going, I mean, you can get in and still buy it, but I don't know where it's going to stop. That's the thing. But even this right here was beautiful. Boom, boom, boom. Once it hit there and didn't pass that, most people, this is exactly what they would have done. I'm going to show you exactly what they would have done. Oh, that's the wrong one. Long position. Because that right there is, I don't even know what that's called. I need to learn the terminology for real. I just be kind of just knowing stuff and not even be paying attention to the actual terminology. But if price was here, okay, here, and it went up here. Then it retraced down here. This is the entry right there. And you would buy up until here, and then you still buy here. So you would take profit. I'd take profit here. That'd be my first target. This would be my second target. Then I would have closed my trade. Truly, that's what I would have done. And last one I'm gonna look at GJ. I don't trade GJ. It's another pair I don't trade, guys. I really don't. But GJ, this is the fib I drew on it. I don't know if it's accurate because I've never traded GJ, but I decided to try it. Now GJ, I do believe it has all this to fill still, so price will go back up for a minute for GJ, and it might go past this right here. It really might. Like it might go past. Let me get my brush. It might take this out. Cause that's considered liquidity. Let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah, it's gonna take all that out. Yes, that's Noah's sock. So it's gonna come up. It might come right there. Maybe just right here. It might just come here, but it might go there. You gotta watch it, and then it's gonna drop back down, without a doubt. That's how I feel about GJ, and I feel like GJ is gonna go all the way to the 27, which is down there. So I can put my line. And these are trades I'm really gonna start taking, guys, because the market looks amazing. It does. Like this is where the money's gonna be made. So that's my analysis and my recap for last week and how I feel about this week, guys. So do with that what you will. I am not a financial advisor, but thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Make sure you get a broker. Make sure you start trading. Open a live account. Open a demo account. Get a regulated broker, I recommend, not an unregulated one, but to each his own, whatever you feel comfortable with. But peace out. Thank you. I will touch back bases with you guys on Wednesday. Bye.